Finally, man. Finally. It's been a long day, bro. It has been a long day. A long, crazy day. And looks like transfer deadline day is officially over, man. It's almost over. Just 15 minutes to go, right? So 15 minutes to go until the transfer window officially closes. And I know as fans we wanted like a midfielder, we wanted guys to come in, but we've done our thing. The main ones, let me just recap a lot of the situations. The main ones, hey, Højlund has been officially announced. So Rasmus Højlund officially announced as a Napoli player. That's good to see. We saw him yesterday just travel. Now it's done and dusted. He's medical done and dusted. So Højlund officially a Napoli player. Great to see that. And overall, let's see how we perform this season. But Lammens passes his medical. Nothing to really worry about there. So that's another major and positive thing. Lammens passes his medical. But overall, hey, it's I don't know how people would rate this transfer window, right? We got in a goalkeeper, which we needed. We got in some new attackers, but the midfield, that's where you're asking the question. The midfield is where we genuinely didn't get over the line. So Lammens completed his deal. A lot of people are saying that he's expected to be announced, and now Man United have confirmed that Antony's gone. We already knew Antony's done and dusted out of the club. So it's been a crazy transfer window, man. It's been a crazy transfer window. Mbeumo has come in, and even the Lammens deal, it's reasonable, bro. It is reasonable. 21 million euros. That's reasonable, bro. Belgium, he's 23 years old. A 5-year deal. So we all expected him to pass his medical, and of course we wanted a lot, bro.
Questions, Fabio, we'll try to sum them up. We have one in particular asking about Manchester United midfielder. We have no news on that, right? Until now. Then let's see what's going to happen in the next 3 hours. Manchester United are completing another deal. Yeah,
I think for Man United it's important to mention Kobbie Mainoo because probably you don't have a new midfielder, but you will keep one of your best players. And my personal opinion is that when you are in a situation like Man United are, not the best moment in the history of the club, for sure, to send a player like Kobbie Mainoo on loan would be really something. For me, it's crazy that Kobbie Mainoo doesn't play. I'm in love with Kobbie Mainoo. I think he deserves to be a Manchester United player on the pitch, not.
So Fabrizio Romano saying, hey, Kobbie Mainoo staying here to stay, and he's in love with Kobbie Mainoo. I think let's see. Kobbie Mainoo can be a massive part of our season, bro. Although we never signed like a midfielder, we saw him in the Carabao Cup. I know fans are gonna be disappointed. We haven't signed a midfielder. Looks like it's another season because 10 minutes until the transfer window officially closes. So we're not gonna sign a midfielder, right? In 10 minutes. So looks like, Kobbie Mainoo, at least he's here to stay. They told him, you're here to stay. And it's time for the midfielders that are already here to step up, bro. That's my only mindset, right? It's time for the people that are already here to step up. It is disappointing that we don't have a midfielder off the line, but it's time for the guys that are here to step up. Hey, Kobbie Mainoo, step up. Maybe Sekou Kone, give him a chance. Because we saw in the Sir Alex Ferguson era, bro, that treble winning team, you had guys from the academy, Paul Scholes, guys like that. So David Beckham. So Man United, it's not always about signing the best new midfielder, this and that. We have guys in the academy that can step up, guys in the team that can step up. So I know fans are upset, fans are disappointed that a midfielder didn't come in, but bro, we got people in this team that should be able to step up, bro. It's time for them to step up. It's time for us to step up. It's time for us to build some consistency as well, bro. Because really and truly, I think they are like one or two guys. They should be like one or two guys even in the academy that can step up for our midfield, be the next big midfielder or something like that. I really believe in Sekou Kone. People really hype up Kobbie Mainoo. So Kobbie Mainoo, this is your time to step up, bro. This is your time to step up. Man United, we haven't signed a midfielder. Let's see if the manager will be giving him game time, because right now it's gonna be a long season. A long season. Obviously, you also have FA Cup, so for sure Kobbie Mainoo is gonna be getting some game time. But how much, we have to wait and see. I don't see him playing the Manchester Derby. But then after that, I think Kobbie Mainoo will start in the games. But hey, it's time for our team to just step up, bro. It's not always, as fans, we need to beg for new players. As fans, we're always begging for a new midfielder, bro. Some of the players need to step up, bro. We overhype some of these guys. It's time for you to step up.
On the bench, he's a fantastic guy, a top player, and so he's staying at Man United. Today, Man United in the morning, after what they did in the last 3-4 days, always saying no to loan, Man United spoke to the agents of Kobbie Mainoo and told them, also to the player, you are not going anywhere. No chance, even on deadline day. It was already complicated last week. Then imagine, after the injury of Mason Mount, the injury of Matheus Cunha, not happening. So Mainoo is staying.
So 2 main injuries, right? A lot of people don't really know that, Mason Mount is injured as well. People forgot about that situation. So we have 2 main injuries, and Mason Mount might be out for longer than somebody like a Cunha. Cunha, it's anticipated that he might come back probably before we play Chelsea, right? But the Man City game, a lot of people are writing him off. It's gonna be a crazy. It's gonna be a crazy season, bro. You're saying worst transfer window ever, Amarim. Your days are numbered. You're saying United not buying. Yeah, it is criminal, bro. It is criminal. I know we're gonna be disappointed as fans, bro. Not genuinely getting a midfielder. We needed something. You're saying Amarim signed Lammens over Martinez, sack him now. I don't think it was down to him though, bro, because we know some of these are club signings, bro. But it's disappointed for the midfielder, bro. The midfield is where I'm gutted. I'm literally disappointed. And now we have like 2 main injuries, right? Mason Mount and Matheus Cunha. So those are 2 main number 10s that will play in there. So Manchester Derby, we'll probably see Ahmad in the number 10. We'll probably see that, or maybe Joshua Zerski, since Mason Mount is injured, Cunha is injured, so probably Sesko will start as well. But looks like the crisis of injuries has already begun for Manchester United, bro. Crisis of injuries has already begun. Cunha out, Mason Mount out, so the crisis of injuries is already upon us, guys. We have to prepare for a long, hard season. But for me, it's just about, the midfielders we already have. Step up, man. Step up. Kobbie Mainoo, time for you to step up. You should step up like Pedri, all these other guys. We see guys at other teams, bro. We see academy players at other teams. Now they're stepping up. It's time for Kobbie Mainoo to step up and just carry this midfield, right? Maybe even a Sekou Kone. That's why I'm begging. Hey, give Sekou Kone a chance. It is what it is. We haven't signed a new midfielder, but we can still go out there and give some of the young players a chance, an opportunity, bro. Something for them to smile about, bro. You're saying, don't worry. We still got 7 minutes left of the transfer window. Yeah, bro. 7 minutes of the transfer window. We might sign a midfielder, bro. We are in panic station right now, bro. You're saying Man United fans expect to fix United in one transfer window. I don't think we expect to fix everything in one transfer window. I think fans were just saying, hey, midfield was a main issue, bro. Midfield was the main issue, at least one guy. You went to sign 3 attackers and then just forgot about the midfield. I think this window was about balance, bro. It was genuinely about balance. I think that's what a lot of fans want. They wanted, hey, give us some balance. Give us a structure where your midfield is at least Eden, bro. At least you have some midfielders to take you over the bar, bro, over the line. But it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. We don't have a midfielder. It's just up to the guys that are already here to step up. It's up to the guys that are already here to do what they need to do. But Kobbie, it's up to you, bro. It's up to you. And for the people that didn't see this one, this was Højlund. And this was Højlund, man. So Højlund, officially a Napoli player. I think he's gonna do well. I think he's gonna cook, Højlund. He's gonna cook. It never worked out at Man United, but the guy with Serie A, he has the potential to do something, bro. Serie A, it's literally made for Højlund, bro. It's made for Højlund, but yeah, it is what it is with us. We just need to see what we do. Take it step by step as a club, bro. Take it step by step. No midfielder. Let's see what we do, bro. Let's see what we do, bro. Let's genuinely see what we do. And there was a quote, I think this is interesting, from Omar Barada. So Manchester United accepted that they can't do everything in one transfer window. So their viewpoint is prioritized in January. So this is Omar Barada and Jason Wilcox. Apparently they will give like an interview after this transfer window. They always give a statement. They always give interviews. So we have to wait and look out for that. Lammens, he's going to drop an interview as well. We have to wait and look out for that. But hey, I'm not optimistic about the season, bro. Just based on lack of midfield. Unless one of the guys we hype up turn up, it's going to be a long season, bro. It's going to be a long, hard season. But at least we've done some business. It's not the business you wanted to see, but Lammens, he's here. Transfer deadline looks like it's ending 3 minutes. And it's game over. Game over for us in the midfield. But yes. Let's see. Cunha injured until the Chelsea game. Wow. I don't want to start panicking, but it's a bit, it's not encouraging, bro. It's not encouraging. At least Lammens will come in and will concede less goals, right? But the midfield is not encouraging me at all, bro, because one more injury and we're done and dusted. One more injury. I know Bruno Fernandes, he never gets injured. But then give a scenario, somebody like Casemiro can get injured, Kobbie Mainoo can get injured, and then we're screwed, bro. But Ugarte, we're just a mess in the midfield. That's why I'm just panicking right now. Our midfield is just a mess, inconsistent. They don't really deliver. Sometimes they deliver in big games, but then small games they don't turn up. That's why I needed somebody like a Baleba, man. Ending the window without Baleba. Oh my god. You're saying we finished 14th and people expect us to spend like we are first, second, or third. Bro, that's the reason you need to spend more, because you finished 14th, bro. That's the reason you need to spend more, bro. When you finish first, at least you have a foundation, bro. At least you have a foundation. You have a team good enough, so you don't need to spend as much as others. If you're the guys that are finishing 14th, you need to spend more than these other guys, bro. You need to do more than these other guys. You're saying be grateful. We got the players we got for the place we finished. Nah, bro. Don't have that mindset of, oh, be grateful. We finished 15th, so we have to do more work than other people, bro. It's like you going to like university or something. If you fail, you gotta study more than the other people, bro. It's that simple. You don't have to say, oh yeah, be grateful. You got the result you got. Yeah, 40% is okay, bro. Be grateful. You gotta do more work than the others, bro. You gotta do more work than the others. These are the guys that are competing for top 4, competing. So that should have been our mindset. Do more work because we finished 15th, bro. Right? I think we have to just change our mindset as fans, right? Yeah, we are lucky we are Manchester United. A lot of these players do want to come to us even if we finish 15th. But all I'm saying is that we should have pushed. We should have pushed for like a midfielder. You can't tell me that, hey, we never had like 30 million for a Richard Rios or something, bro. That was available, bro. Even a nice 50 million for an Edison or something. We could have pushed for somebody like that, right? We could have pushed. So I understand, hey, we've done work, but it's not like we couldn't have gotten a midfielder through. Somebody like, with the quality of a Richard Rios. He was cheap. He was affordable. You could have gotten him over the line. But it is what it is. That's why right now I'm just saying, hey, the people we have right now, they got to step up, bro. They got to step up. They got to take us to that next level because we are falling behind. We are genuinely falling behind. Liverpool strengthening, Chelsea strengthening, Man City, although they've started badly, they still strengthened. So we might have to, like, either the players we have turn up or it's another season where no European football, bro. Yeah, we are finished on the transfer market, bro. We haven't really spent the money. I think the money we got from Garnacho, Sancho, Højlund with Sancho is just like a loan fee, so it's not a lot of money. But Højlund and Garnacho, the money we spend, I think they used it to like balance the books, bro. Balance the books. But overall, we should have been at least a bit more ambitious, right? For a midfielder, that's all I'm saying. Yo, you should have just pushed a bit more for a midfielder because you are behind a lot of people, bro. We are behind a lot of teams. We are behind a lot of guys. So that midfield situation, we should have sorted it out while we still had a chance, bro. Like, we're so behind these other top 6 teams. It's crazy. Even Tottenham have really improved massively in every position. It's like us, we're only improving in the attack and the goalkeeper. So we should have at least added one midfielder. That's all I was begging for. At least keep the balance. It's about balance, bro. Every position you're improving. Not only, oh, here you're improving massively, but then you neglect the midfield. It should have been a bit of balance, bro. A bit of balance. And then I don't know how people would rate this transfer window. Without a midfielder, I'd give it like a 6. Of course, the attacking players are amazing that we signed, but Cunha is injured for like 3 weeks, 1 month. But Mbeumo, he's gonna be a game changer. Lammens, he's gonna genuinely help us. So it's not like our transfer window has been horrific. It's been below average. I'm just saying we could have done a bit more in the midfield, bro. You're saying United owners didn't try. At least they should have, like bought a midfielder, bro. A midfielder, that's where it is serious. That's where we are hurting as fans. Midfield, just get us something. Just get us somebody to fill in that midfield. Somebody to come in and just make us better. Because I know we have Kobbie, right? I know we have Kobbie. A lot of people do rate Kobbie Mainoo. Kobbie Mainoo is good. But we'll see a lot of inconsistency from Kobbie Mainoo. Some games he'll be amazing. Some games he won't really be amazing. He's still young. You just needed that midfielder that gives you at least a 7 out of 10. Just like De Ligt in the midfield, right? A 7 out of 10 week in, week out. Just like De Ligt in the defense, sorry. Yeah, bro. Injuries have already begun for us, bro. Injuries have already begun. Mason Mount gone because of an injury. Cunha gone because of an injury. And I wouldn't be shocked if the next month we see 1 or 2 players get injured. We know it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time before one of our defenders get injured. One of them will get injured. I just have that feeling. And maybe one of our midfielders will get injured as well. So it's hard to bypass injuries, but let's just see how we cope as a team throughout the season, bro. That's the only mindset. The mindset for this season is, yo, how many wins can we accumulate as a club, bro? Because we've done our thing in the transfer window. Yes, we needed a midfielder, but we spent some money, right? And now let's just see where we can go, how we can finish. Omar Barada, man, I can't wait to hear what he has to say after this transfer window. He's gonna speak. he's obviously gonna like put out a statement. Man United have officially confirmed that Antony is gone. Let me just check if Real Betis have announced him, because Napoli, they announced Rasmus Højlund. So Rasmus, he's been announced by Napoli, and I think they're gonna post like some other video as well of him coming into the Napoli shirt, things like that. So Rasmus is officially done. Real Betis, I don't know if they've officially announced Antony, right? But Man United have said goodbye to Antony. He's officially, Real Betis, looks like their boy Antony has been officially announced as well, bro. So both players are officially announced. So hey, we got some good money for both of them. I'm not complaining about them leaving or anything. We got some good money for Antony, for Højlund. I wish them luck, bro. You're saying the owners want us to get relegated. They want to relegate us. Bro, with the owners, they show some type of ambition, but it's like sometimes they are disorganized as well. You're saying you don't understand why Sesko isn't playing with Mbeumo and Cunha. I don't know, bro. I don't know. The manager did speak on that. He's saying he's trying to ease him in. He doesn't want Sesko to just come in immediately. He wants to ease him in, things like that. So now that Cunha is injured, I do see Sesko. Cunha, Mason Mount are injured. I do see Sesko starting against Manchester City, because do I see a scenario that he starts like Joshua Zirkzee? Maybe that's the situation. Maybe he starts Zirkzee as the number 9, the 2 number 10s, Mbeumo and Ahmad, and then he plays Diego Dalot as a right wing back. I can see that happening. I can genuinely see that happening. So maybe even the next game, Sesko doesn't start, right? With Sesko, he just needs game time, bro. He needs game time to settle in, to adapt to genuinely how we play, right? Because as a striker, you need to know how your teammates play. Okay, the runs I'm gonna make, when this guy gets the ball, I need to make a run, so that you need to just know how these guys play, bro. Even off the ball, on the ball, that's extremely important as a striker, bro. Just knowing how other people, because you're relying on service. So you gotta know, okay, when Bruno gets the ball, I need to start making a run because he's going to try and make a long pass. So you just need to know your teammates as a striker. It's just about knowing what your teammates are going to do. Yeah, we are down seriously, bro. We are down seriously just based on the fact that, midfield is where I'm crashing out for, but the season is gonna be hard. I said it before, bro. The season is gonna be long. The season is gonna be hard. But with Sesko, just let him adapt. Adapt to how your teammates are playing, bro. Because even when he comes on, it's like you can see he's still adapting to some of the teammates. You can see Bruno, he's expecting Sesko to make a run, but he hasn't made the run yet because he thinks he's dropping in deep to try and link up. But then Bruno wants to like make like a long pass so that he makes. So Sesko, he just needs to develop and just adapt to the way the team plays, bro. It's a Meno and Sesko Fernandez going into his natural position. So with Kobbie Meno, let's see how we use Kobbie this season, bro. Because last season, Ruben was experimenting with Kobbie Meno. Today he plays him as a number 10. The next day he's in the double pivot. The next day he's a striker. So with Kobbie Meno, I think this season the manager understands a bit better of how to use Kobbie Meno, a bit better of where he wants to play, a bit better of how to get the best out of Kobbie, right? Sesko, I have no doubt with Sesko that he will start popping off. He will start doing what he needs to do. He will start scoring goals. With Bruno, I've always said, Bruno, bro, play him the way Oli used to play him. I think now that Mason Mount and Cunha are injured, it's the perfect time to just play Kobbie, to play Bruno Fernandes in the number 10, bro. The closer Bruno is in, the closer he is in the final third, the better, bro. The way Oli was using Bruno, that's how you're supposed to be using him, bro. Like, give him a free roll where he can create, he can try and score goals, this and that, and then you just play maybe even Casemiro and Kobbie, or even Kobbie and Ugarte in the double pivot. I think Bruno, you gotta move him a bit closer to goal. That's where he's scary. That's where he does his damage, bro. That's where he does his damage. But United, bro, can we get a situation where we are doing something in this transfer window? Sorry, not the transfer window, the season, because the transfer window is officially closed. Looks like that is done and dusted, right? We've done our business. A lot of clubs are announcing their players now. I expect Man United to announce our new goalkeeper probably tomorrow. Tomorrow, he's going to be announced. And let's see, bro. Let's see. Does he start against Manchester City? I hope so. But just happy, bro. Just happy that he's over the line. A new goalkeeper was needed, bro. That's the main positive of today, bro. New goalkeepers come in. It's better than Onana and Baindir, right? Anthony's gone. You got some money for that. So they are a lot of positive. They are some positives. I know people will be upset that, hey, midfield hasn't been covered. But there are a lot of positives, bro. I think with us, it's like we did a lot of our business early, and now we're really forgetting that, hey, we spend a lot of money, bro. We did spend a lot of money in this transfer window. Over 70 M's for Mbeumo, over 70 M's for Sesko. Cunha wasn't cheap as well. So we did spend some money, bro. We did spend some money. It's better than nothing. But I just wish we just added a midfielder, man. That's all I wish. Like, if we added a midfielder, it is what it is. Looks like the final day, even Harry Amas has been confirmed. He's gone out on loan, so Harry Amas gone. But yeah, the final day, bro, I just thought, well, we were going to do something in the midfield. A lot of our players that have left have been confirmed. Højlund confirmed, gone. Anthony confirmed, gone. Harry Amas confirmed, gone. Jimmy Murray, like, bro, a lot of young players have been genuinely confirmed and gone out on loan. With Chido Obi, I think he should have gone on loan, bro. Chido Obi not going on loan, that's going to hurt him a bit, because I don't see him playing for the first team, right? Chido Obi, you're at an age where you got to be playing week in, week out. You're not going out on loan. It might hinder you. So that's a player I think should have gone out on loan. Harry Amas, I wish him luck. Toby Collier, obviously, he's doing his thing. But Chido Obi was another one where we could have actually... He could have gone out on loan, bro. That game experience, that game time, it's really, really important. You're saying Baindir gonna start against City. Yeah, hey, with Baindir, penalty shootouts. He's great for penalty shootouts, but right now we won't have like a penalty shootout until the FA Cup starts, bro. The FA Cup starts maybe next month or the month after that. So we won't really have a situation where we're in a penalty shootout until the FA Cup starts, right? I think Baindir, you do keep him. But I've heard our new goalkeeper is also good with like saving penalties or something. I heard something like Lammens is also good at saving penalties and things like that. So let's see how good he is with like saving penalties, things like that. So looks like Lammens, they're saying he's almost a complete goalkeeper, but I still need to see how he performs, how he does. But he's a good signing just based on the potential, bro. Just based on what people are saying and how people are hyping him up. I haven't watched him to say, hey, he's unbelievable, but I'll take people's words, bro. People are hyping him up. People are saying he's unbelievable. So we just have to wait and see and judge it for ourselves, bro. That first game he plays, we're gonna judge him for ourselves. So Lammens is something, bro. At least you got him over the line. It's not like we were invisible in this transfer window. It's not like we didn't do anything in this transfer window. We got some people over the line. We got some business done. And it's not like the whole transfer window was a mess, right? Because we've seen worse, man. We've seen worse windows. Of course, right now, we're in a position where we're finishing the lowest we've been finishing in recent times, bro. In over 30, 40 years, we haven't finished like 15th, things like that. So in recent times, this is the worst it's ever been, right? This is the worst it's ever been. We've never seen something like this where you're finishing 15th, you're not really winning game after game. It's hard to get a back-to-back win. So just based on where we are, I think we should have done a bit more because we're so behind, right? We're so behind. We're trying to catch up. We should have done a bit more. I know it's hard to fix everything in one window, but at least one midfielder would have made it a bit better, bro. It would have made it a bit better so that next season you're talking about, okay, at least we're in the Conference League or at least we're in the Europa League. Instead of next season, it's another season without European competition. I think that should have been the mindset from Man United. I know people are saying, hey, we finished 15th. You got to accept where we are. You got to accept the window we have. But, bro, it was still Manchester United, bro. I think last season, fans should look at last season like it's a once-off, right? It's a once-off type of situation. It's like Leicester City. When Leicester City won the league, that was a once-off situation, bro. That's how Man United fans need to look at last season. That's a once-off situation, finishing 15th. We shouldn't have the mindset of a team that finishes 15th anymore, bro. Because when people are saying, hey, just be grateful that we got somebody, that's the mindset of a team that finished 15th. We should have a mindset of Manchester United, bro. It's like Leicester City. When Leicester City won the league, it was a once-off, bro. It was a once-off situation. So with us, that's how I'm viewing last season. That's how fans should view last season. A once-off situation. We should never let last season happen again. That's how fans should view it. Like, okay, last season, it is what it is. It happened. That should never happen again. Man United finishing in the bottom half of the table. That should never happen again. That's the mindset fans should have, bro. Not, oh no, let's be grateful that at least we did something, this and that, because that mindset is gonna stick, bro. That mindset is gonna stick. The moment you just accept failure once, it's gonna become normal, right? Finishing 15th will become normal now. The moment you just accept failure once, even once in your life, you accept failure, it's gonna keep that's gonna be your mindset. Oh yeah, 15th, it is what it is. That's gonna be the mindset now, right? So as fans, we just need to keep the mindset of we are still Manchester United. Last season was a once-off. Let's forget it, but let's prevent next season and this season from being like last season, bro. That should be the mindset. That should be the mindset, bro. Because the moment you accept failure, even once in your life, it becomes a pattern, bro. It becomes a pattern. It becomes acceptable. These teams, we've seen so many giant teams fall off. AC Milan didn't become how they are overnight, bro. It's because, hey, fans started accepting, hey, it is what it is. AC Milan not making the Champions League. And then in the league, AC Milan started underperforming. AC Milan were massive, bro. AC Milan were massive, bro. So we got to just set a standard. We got to just set a standard. You're saying you feel bad for the manager. I don't think you should feel bad for the manager, bro, because he's still getting paid to deliver. He's still getting paid to deliver because there are some results where the manager, he doesn't help himself at all, right? There are some situations where I can't back the manager either, where he's making crazy substitutions. He keeps playing outside bindy. Give Tom Heaton a chance. Give Tom Heaton a chance. Give some of these other guys a chance. But we're in a mess, bro. I think it'll be harsh to blame one person. It'll be harsh to only blame the players. It'll be harsh to only blame the manager. You gotta blame everybody. The people above, the board members, the players, bro. It's a collective. It's a collective, right? Where we are at right now, it's a collective. It's a collective situation. It's not because of, it's because of Rashford, or it's because of Eric Ten Hag, or it's because of this guy. It's because of everybody, bro. I'm blaming everybody at Man United for this, bro, because We lose as a team, we win as a team. Even if we get a relegated, I think as fans we're still gonna be here. But my only thing is, hey, let's prevent that situation from happening, right? A situation where you're finishing bottom half of the table, and that's why I'm saying some of these players, this is the season to turn up. We didn't sign a midfielder, Kobbie Mainoo. It's your time. Turn up. Show us that you are the Kobbie Mainoo we think you are, right? Because moments like this, seasons like this can make you, right? Some people are viewing this as, okay, it's gonna be our bad season. But if a player has like the mindset, the mentality, a season like this can make you. A season like this can genuinely make you, because let's just say, yo, Kobbie Mainoo becomes a midfielder we need. That means you're gonna be at Man United's main guy, right? You're gonna be Man United's main guy. If you deliver this season and just show us some consistency, carry the midfield, you're gonna be the main guy, bro. You're genuinely gonna, that's how people like Pedri make it. That's how Lamine Yamal made it at Barcelona, bro. Right? Barcelona were in a crisis. Lamine Yamal said, nah, it's my time. It's my time. That's the mindset of a top player, bro. When your team are in a crisis, that's how academy players genuinely make it. Lamine Yamal, Barca were in a crisis, bro. Attacking crisis, financial crisis, they couldn't spend. And then look at Lamine Yamal. He just said, yo, I'm gonna take this team to the next level. You don't need money for a new attacker. I'm gonna be him. I'm gonna be him. This season, Lamine Yamal said, yo, I'm gonna be him. So with Kobbie Mainoo, he needs to do what Lamine Yamal did with Barcelona's attack. You need to say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna be him in the Manchester United midfield, right? Regardless of what happens. Yes, we didn't sign a midfielder, but if Kobbie Mainoo just has that mindset of, okay, this season I'm carrying this team, just like Lamine Yamal, this season I'm carrying this team, or even anybody, bro, any midfielder from the academy, maybe Sekou Kone, right, comes in. We never know. That's why I think this is the season to just give opportunities. You never know what can happen. That's all I'm begging for. Give somebody like a Sekou Kone an opportunity. That's how somebody like Rashford popped into the team, right? Injuries, Louis van Gaal, we all remember that. Now, in the midfield, there's a void for one of the academy players to take their chance, bro. Yo, good evening, bro. How you doing, bro? Thanks for the support, bro. You're saying Man United can still... The window is closed, bro. The window is closed. So I'm just saying, hey, Kobbie Mainoo, you gotta do what you need to do, right? You gotta do what you need to do. Carry the team. It's up to you right now. So I don't think it's doom and gloom. A lot of people looking at this season like, okay, it's doom and gloom, but you never know, man. An academy player can step up in the midfield. Somebody like Sekou Kone has the potential to be one of the best midfielders in the Premier League, right? How did guys like Baleba get a chance? Because of getting opportunities, bro. So I think the manager, it's time to just give some of these academy players a chance, right? I think we have one or two midfielders in the academy that can genuinely step up. I genuinely think so. So give Sekou Kone a chance. This is your time, right? Like Lamine Yamal, this is your time, man. You're saying if we don't sign a midfielder, top 7 isn't happening. Bro, the window is closed. Bro. It ain't happening with the midfielder, bro. The window is closed, bro. The transfer window is closed, bro. It ain't happening. And we heard too many people say, yo, the transfers ain't happening. Like, it's game over, bro. It's game over. You're saying you're not happy with this transfer window. I understand your frustration, bro. That's why I'm just saying, hey, give these academy players a chance, bro. Hey, shout out Uganda, bro. Thanks for the support. I don't think the window is closed, bro. We can't sign Baleba. We cannot sign. And if we're gonna sign Baleba, Fabrizio Romano was gonna talk about it. Maybe January, maybe the next summer transfer window. But right now, we have to work with what we have, bro. you're saying you still want the manager sacked because that two-man midfield, it is letting us down. It is letting us down. But for my mindset is, hey, give academy players a chance, bro, because the way the season is going, top 7 is gonna be hard. Even top 8 is gonna be hard. We don't know what's gonna happen unless some brilliant academy player steps up and takes his opportunity. It's gonna be a long season, bro. It's gonna be a long season. Let's see. Ruben Amorim, he's gonna have like a meeting with the board. Let's see what happens with that. But just a quick recap, right? I just wanted to give a recap of this transfer window. Not really the greatest, not really the best, but we move, man. We move. You're saying, how can we say we're gonna compete if you're ignoring the midfield? That's the main situation, bro. Midfield needed to be covered. Midfield needed to be genuinely the main topic, right? That needed to be the main topic. You're saying yes, but my manager is not going to give academy players a chance. Yeah, we know that, bro. We know that. I think you should have given somebody like Sekou Kone a chance, some academy players a chance in the midfield where the midfield is struggling. Give some academy players a chance, but we know that's not going to happen. So it's going to be a long season. I think as fans, we just need to, accept it. We just need to accept it's going to be a long season. It's not the season people want to see. It's not the season people want to be celebrating. I hope it's not another 15th place, bro. I hope it's not another 15th place. But, football is weird, man. Football is weird. Football is weird. Anything can happen. We can go on a run. We can... Let's see what happens with the manager as well. Anything can happen, bro. Anything can happen, bro. Because we've seen it time and time again. Football situations where you think everything is doom and gloom. Maybe the manager changes things, or maybe you get a new manager and then the new manager bounce gets you over the line. So many scenarios can save us from this situation, bro. But it's gonna be a long season either way. But yeah, shout out the people that joined this. It's just a quick stream to recap the transfer window. We're not in the best situation. We're not in the best scenario. But we just take it step by step, bro. Let's just take it step by step. Let's just hope for the best, man. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. So, Man United, let's see. By this time next year, we'll see if we've gotten anywhere, bro. If we've gotten anywhere. I don't know, bro. I don't know how we're still with the manager, but at this point, I'm just taking it game by game, bro, because you can't force the board to do something they don't want to do, right? You can't force the board to do something they don't want to do. And I want the manager to succeed. I want the manager to succeed, bro. But right now, it's hard, bro. It's hard. Yeah, bro. Also, Onana. I don't know how Onana is still at the club. Onana, Bindier. Some of these guys need to be sold, but shout out the people that joined. It's gonna be a long season. It's gonna be a long season.